Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to talk to you about how I made this bargello quilt that is hanging right behind me. And this quilt is the reason I got myself a long arm. So if you want to know why I got a long arm, please keep listening and watching. Before I go any further, please like and subscribe. It will make me really happy if you do that. So let's start. This quilt took third prize at the Festival of Quilts in Birmingham in the novice category in 2023. I wasn't quilting even 3 years by then, so I did qualify into a novice category. I always was intrigued by bargello patterns, and I really wanted to make a quilt. But I really struggled with finding a pattern that I would really like. And then I came across the book by Eileen Wright. It's called More Twist and Turn Bargello Quilts. And when I saw the cover of this book, I thought, wow, this is the one I want to make. This quilt in the book is made in using green color scheme. There. And green color is not my favorite, so I spent a lot of time searching different shops, on different online shops, to find a jelly roll that I really like. I was thinking about purple and reds, purple, blue. I just couldn't decide. And then I found this jelly roll on the Etsy. I found these jelly rolls by Moda. It's called Boudoir Grey, basic grey, and I really liked it. There are 40 different strips in this kind of jelly roll, and I bought 10, just like the pattern is asking, and I've got one left unopened, plus a lot of leftovers, because for this quilt you only need 20 different colors. I followed the pattern just like it says. I didn't change anything apart from colors, of course. I didn't change the size or anything, and it's written really nice in this book. I recommend. Because I used pre-cuts, I already saved a lot of time on cutting, obviously, and that's a great thing about jelly rolls. Then it took me some time to decide which colors to use out of 20. It has some kind of pinky shades here, but if you look at the quilt, I didn't really use any pink strips in it. I will use them in something else later. It took me a lot of time to just pre-sew all the strips together, just following the pattern in the book, and sew the whole quilt top. You need a lot of attention, obviously, because if you don't shift it correctly or put different widths of the strip in the wrong place, the pattern will be not right. So it took me about 60 hours, I think, to assemble the top. And while I was assembling it, I was thinking, as always, how shall I quilt it? I have no idea. I knew I wanted to do some sort of custom quilting using rulers. I didn't have my long arm then, so I had to use my domestic sewing machine. And I used my Pfaff quilt expression. I have a couple of videos about it if you want to have a look. So when I was thinking about quilting, I was thinking I need to emphasize all this nice bargello shape somehow. And because it has such drastic change between black and white or black and light beige, I obviously couldn't use one color thread. I can't use white on black and black thread on white, obviously. It will, well, you can if you're really great at quilting, but I was only quilting and doing patchwork only for third year, so I wasn't that experienced. I'm still not experienced, I'm only doing it for 5 years. And so I decided straight away I need to change different colors. I used black, I used cream, I don't think I used white, and grey. So I used 3 colors. And I don't know if you can see from here, maybe I'm gonna take you a little bit closer so you see what I've done with quilting. Okay, so you see here I used, that was a ruler, like clamshell, quite tall and thin shape all the way around. Then that was one ruler. Then in some like triangles, what I had here, I just quilted thin straight lines. Here we have just like curvy lines from corner to corner. A lot of it I have a cross hatching. Actually, thinking about it, I'm going to turn it over now. It's much better visibility of the quilting on the back. Alright, so here is the back of this quilt. So let's have a look. There's the black threads in the bobbin. That was the main black part of the pattern. I did a lot of pebbles, all free motion quilting. In a channel that was going bigger and then started quite tiny and then gone bigger, 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 bigger. These are the largest ones, and then go back to tiny. I basically was cross-hatching by diagonal of each block. It's quite easy, don't need any marking, just as long as the block finishes. You need to make sure you do the diagonal from one corner to another. Then see, like I put all these pebbles in a nice channel and kept going. That's the first thing I did. I outlined the black shape of the quilt. Then when I was doing these clamshells, I used my ruler. Then I used some more cross hatching, and I was thinking to do some feathers, and when I was marking it, it just didn't feel right to me, so I didn't do any feathers at all. Maybe because I wasn't too experienced with feathers at all, and to be honest, I think it turned out just fine. So the center, the lightest part, I also made pebbles, and the rest of it just cross hatching. And because the squares, or not squares, right, the shapes in bargello quilt are so different shape, different size, I didn't have to think much, and I don't know just what to say. I just like how it turned out, to be honest. I did some echo in here, which is quite simple, and in the middle of, I think they're grey there, like not basic grey, what are they called? Grunge grey shapes. I just did something. I don't know what it's called. It just came into my head and I did it like that, just like a meandering. Yeah. And that's basically it. Oh yeah, please bear with me. It took me many hours to quilt this, and to be honest, I was timing myself how long it will take me, just because I knew I will be at the festival and people would ask me how long it will take to make it. So it took me 93 hours to quilt. As I was quilting it, as I said, I wanted to add maybe some feathers, make it more interesting instead of just cross hatching. And I was thinking there must be a way to do this quicker. So that's why I decided to buy a long arm. Just as well, my husband was asking me whether I need anything for my hobbies, and I said, well, yeah, I want this thing called long arm, and we have garage that wasn't in use, converted. And he said, yeah, well, get it, like as if it's cost a tenner. Anyway, next year I went to the, well, not next year, the same year that this was hanging at the Festival of Quilts, I went to Handy Quilter stall and had a try of their long arm machine, and I signed up for one, and the rest is a history. As I mentioned to you in my previous video, I have a scrapbook about my quilts, and I wrote down about this one that I have completed it a week before the festival. Imagine that. I was so stressed. Yeah. This quilt is for sale. Just message me if you want it. It's not cheap, as you can imagine. It has a lot of material in it and 160 hours of work. So whatever you think this is worth, I will take a fair price. I'm going to finish this video now. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Next week I'm going to show you another one of my festival quilts. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye.